What's up, everybody? It's Thegoal60 here for Monday, June the 17th, 2019. So yesterday, I didn't have a video up, but you guys know that we were following the Milwaukee Brewers, and they did end up getting us a win, and definitely helping us out as far as the weekend goes. We finished up in the positive. No matter how you bet the games this weekend, you did pretty good, and we look to build on that and pick up some new plays today. So like I said, it ended up being a really good weekend. I took both revenge plays back on Friday for 2 units, so I actually ended up finishing up around 5 units. If you didn't, if you just bet them as a straight unit on each one, then you ended up being up around 3 units. So still not a bad weekend at all. I mean, we finished in the positive, and you guys know this is a grind, so you know that's a great outcome. But moving forward to today, we've got somewhere around 12 new series starting up today, and even 3 chances to be a revenge play. Missed out on all 3 due to RPI. So we'll talk about those first, and then we'll get into some of the craziness, one of the craziest lines I think I've seen in a long time, and we'll talk about that in the RPI system. But first, the revenge system, Baltimore and Oakland. Baltimore's the revenge team that we were looking at. They're in the bottom 3, so therefore they're eliminated. The next one is Kansas City and Seattle. Once again, Kansas City was the team we're looking at here. They're in the bottom 3, eliminated. And then finally, the Angels and the Blue Jays. This one was just too big of a gap. We're looking at the Blue Jays here, and .490 for the Angels, .468 for the Blue Jays. Just not enough to get us there. We needed an extra 7 points there to get us within the range, and it didn't happen, so therefore did not make it. So those 3 eliminated. Unfortunately, we missed out on some revenge plays there. But anyways, we'll jump right into the RPI system now. So today, as far as the RPI system, that left 9 total series that were starting up today that, had some involvement in. And unfortunately, 4 of those 9 were 4-game series. We knew they would, at best, they would be an unofficial play going in. 3 of them did not make it due to RPI or price. I think it was all 3 of them missed out because of price. And that was in San Francisco and the Dodgers. Price got them there. Dodgers in the top 3, you'd obviously be looking there. And it's minus 270, so it's missed 2 of the parameters and therefore just gets eliminated. Miami and St. Louis. Once again, you're looking at St. Louis here, and the price is just, pretty high, or it's really high at minus 226, so therefore eliminated that series. And then finally, Cleveland and Texas. This one did get eliminated due to RPI. Texas is only 4 points better at .500 in the RPI, and therefore that series got eliminated. The 4th 4-game series that we're looking at has not got a price yet, and that is in Philly and Washington. Like I said, the best outcome we can get out of this is an unofficial play. Philly and Washington. Philly at .516, Washington at .488. You're looking at Philadelphia here, and just waiting on a price to come out. There's been several prices that have not been posted yet, and in fact, we're watching 2 of those to see if they become official plays. And so we'll jump into those next. That left us with 5 total 3-game series that we could look at here, and we're waiting to see prices on a couple. So the first one we'll talk about is Boston and Minnesota. Boston at .497, Minnesota at .530. We're definitely looking at Minnesota here, and I do think that this will become a play. I really think with them going up against Boston, Boston's going to be, it's going to be shaded towards them. I don't know if they'll be the favorite, but I do think that this line will be in range for us to take. So we're looking at Minnesota there. Next up, we got Tampa Bay and New York. The Yankees are at .509. The Rays at .519. Barely made it. And just on that 10-point differential we had to have. So we're looking at the Rays here on the road. We're waiting to see what that price is going to be. I think this line may be being held out because there's potential that the Yankees may get back some players today. I think, don't hold me to this, but I think Stanton may have a chance to come back today, and that will affect the line a little bit. But if that's the case, it'll definitely help us out because we're looking at the Rays, and when that line comes out, it could be that we would get a little bit better value there. So waiting on those 2. We did pick up one For sure, we do have an official play after all that I went through. I know it seems like I've eliminated everything, but we did end up with an official play, and it is in the Mets and Atlanta game. The Mets are at .495, the Braves at .519. You look at the Braves, and they're minus 156 here in this divisional game, and therefore at home, we're taking them minus 156 on the Braves. That's the only official play that I have right now. We did pick up 2 unofficial plays on the 3-game series. The first one we're going to talk about is Milwaukee and San Diego. Milwaukee's in the top 3 at .533. San Diego's at .497. Look at the price here. San Diego is actually the home favorite in this game. Look at the price on the run line for Milwaukee, and it's plus 1.5, minus 179. It's just too expensive for us. So therefore, it's unofficial. This next one, the final series I'm going to talk about, is probably, like I said, the first video, one of the craziest lines that I've seen. Houston and Cincinnati. Houston is at .549 in second place in the RPI. The Reds at .490, and I know a lot goes off that starting pitcher. Don't get me wrong, I understand that. I know that's the traditional way of setting a line, and it makes the most sense because you're setting not only that one, but you're getting an idea what you're going to set for your first 5 line. Here's the thing. Houston, even on the road, is a better team than Cincinnati. And Cincinnati may come out today and win this game by 10 runs. Kind of like what Toronto did to Houston yesterday at home for Houston. But anyways, Houston is the underdog here in this game. And I don't know, I feel like over the last few years you haven't seen that happen a lot. If they've been an underdog, it hasn't been by much. And you look at the run line on this game, and it's run line minus 190. It's just too expensive for us, but I don't know, that line just kind of caught me off guard. I had to look at it a couple of times to make sure I was seeing the right thing. I even checked a different website where I was looking at multiple lines and from different books, and they all had Houston as the underdog. So, you're not going to get that much differential between book to book, but I just want to make sure somebody didn't have a bad line up or something. But I feel like Houston's going to take on some money today. I feel like they're going to probably inch closer to being the favorite in this game. And I can't remember what the money line was, but it felt weird. But either way, like I said, right now we've got the one official play with Atlanta. We're waiting on 2 lines to come out, one in Minnesota, one with Tampa Bay. Waiting to see what those lines are to see if they become an official or an unofficial play. I think we've got a good shot at both of them, which would give us 3 total plays. But just keep a watch on those lines. Let's see what happens. If it's outside the range of our parameter, obviously it becomes an unofficial. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, and have a great Monday, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.
60% of the time, it works every time.